matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sun Devils will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Mark. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, they've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
To the air, it's Levin. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
The Sooners need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The corners are walked up tight. They'll try the right side. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Got his man quickly. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best corner.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! The offense cashing it in on that drive. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Coming out with it, it's Barnes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Hold and fire complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down for 38.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the pressure. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
Slams ahead. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Under fire. The ball squirts free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This drive will start at the 6-yard line.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Got a little space.
Returner is tackled down at the 36. And your Oklahoma Sooners will take over 1st and 10.
The Sooners have a chance to make that turnover pay off as they come to the line. He wants to change this route. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. It's up.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get... A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Give to Brown. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Brown. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down.
Gain of 18. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Rides the back on the option to give. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the 1st quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Give to the running back. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield, it's Levis. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Brown.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
3rd down play from the gun. Gets it out quickly. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got it behind the line. It's Wheeler. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the 1st down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback. Getting rid of...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
It's good. That slices the lead to 2. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cincinnati. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And the Sun Devils are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Brown has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll try to run for it. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Makes the catch, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. With the catch, it's Robinson. Crosses the 30. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Steps away. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up, and this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Caught behind the line, it's Udo. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The give. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick this one.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hamilton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, It's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Sooners send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the air, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Makes the grab. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
They'll run play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Under fire. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man. They'll give up the football on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Sategna. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Here's the handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before. Defense wrestles into the ground.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air. It's Dyer. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. I mean, you throw it to the open guy, you make the right decision, and the big fella, Mr. Reliable, the tight ends, right? Like your security blanket over the middle of the field, just can't come up with the football.
Makes the grab. It's McClain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Sun Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Makes the grab past the marker. The Sun Devils get enough to move the chains.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half.
Turning it on! And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. And the Sun Devils are on the move. QB draw. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This Corral trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. Brings into the open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the ground. He's got it again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the...
They get enough push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Offense working from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's open. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Defense in press coverage. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Back to pass, it's Dyer. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at 40.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Snagged in the middle. It's Udo. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
After that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Washington State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Cougs ever do that? Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin? Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Right on target this time.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Wide open downfield. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
From inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Dyer. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hamilton. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
To throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Udo. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The RPO, fire complete to the left. There he goes. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Paul,